Hey guys, I'm back with another exciting video for the iPhone 17 Pro. As you can see, I got a lot of accessories in front of me, so without wasting any time, we're gonna start. First of all, we have this toe-call screen protector for the iPhone 17. Now, I got this off Amazon because it came at a good price and it included the stencil that makes sure that you have a perfect installation every time. So we got the stencil, we got some squeegee and some cleaning packs. I'm not gonna use those. I have my own, and this is an extra screen protector, so we're gonna put it back in the box. So I'm gonna give the iPhone a quick little wipe down with an alcohol swab just to make sure it's free of any contamination and any debris before we start. All right. It's very liquidy, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna do the sides and the back, the cameras. This will get rid of any fingerprints, any smudges, any dirt, any grease, any grime from my hands. It's gonna give it a nice new shine. And we're gonna use the microfiber to clean it to perfection. Looks pretty good. I'm actually gonna wipe the back as well while I'm at it. So the phone is pretty clean, should be pretty clean at this point. We're gonna look at the phone in the light, and the good thing about the new types of screen protectors with these stencils is that they have a anti-static film that will grab onto any dirt and debris that is left and then just drag it with it. So I'm gonna put it inside here. There you go. And now the instruction says to just pull it. So we're gonna push it down and then just pull it. Okay. All right. And then just apply a little bit of pressure. It should just automatically stick. Give it a couple of minutes. Not maybe a couple of minutes, but maybe a couple of seconds, just so it adheres to the phone screen. And then I'm just gonna take it out of the stencil. Okay, it's proving to be a little challenging. Maybe I gotta do it from the top. All right, there we go. And now finally, we're gonna pull this off. And this will give us a beautiful installation of the screen protector. Cut. पीछे से उठा इसकी गिरने की आवाज आ रही है ओ खैर So you probably heard the stencil dropping on the floor, but that's okay. And let me just quickly remove, I have a air bubble right about here, so I'm just gonna work my way, and we're gonna just, yep, it's almost gone. And then I have another one right here that I'm trying to work out. So let's see, almost there. I can see one of them is already gone, and then I have just a tiny, there we go, no more air bubble on this side, and no more air bubble here, and finally no more air bubble on that side. Alright, so as you can see, I'm just gonna do the edges just to make sure it all is flush and nice. And there you go, guys. Beautiful installation. I think I have a little air bubble here, but it's gonna go away over time. But the alignment, look at the alignment, how nice is that? and there's a little bit of a fine edge left, and that is because we need to put on some cases, so that's actually a good thing. Otherwise it will interfere with the edge and it will lift up, but this is good. So now that the front is protected, I'm gonna give the back another wipe down, and then we're gonna move on to the cases, and that is the exciting bit, because this was just to make sure I don't scratch the screen while I do the other things. But now that we're sure that the screen is safe, we're gonna move on to the next bit. So this is the Sheldon leather bound case. Now, leather is not generally my style, but because the phone is orange and this was a tan brown leather, I thought it would provide for a good color combination. And if it's nice quality, who knows, I might actually keep this on. So there we go. Wow, actually looks pretty high quality for what it is. And you get a little note to my door, to my dear customer. I actually misread. So yeah, you got a little card inside, nothing fancy. We're just gonna put it back, get this out of the way, and look at that. So the inside of the case is really nice. It's all smooth and all, yeah, it looks like a cowhide. If you ever felt a cowhide, that's what it feels like. Designed by Sheldon for Apple, and these are the rings of magnetism to provide wireless charging and stick on magnets. I'm just gonna have to cut this part off, so I'm gonna get my knife. So here's my magical knife, and we're gonna cut this off, put it on the side, and look at that, guys. I hope the camera picks up the quality. This is really soft leather. I'm not sure if it's genuine or synthetic, but it looks really nice. On the sides there's a little bit of a like a little bit of a, you can see it looks like it's worn, but it's a, maybe it'll get better over time. Even if not, it doesn't really matter. The case looks really nice. I like the color. Yeah, these marks go all around, so maybe this is something to look out for. I don't know if this is with this particular case or if that's common with these types of all cases from Sheldon. But anywho, let's just put the phone inside. And they sent me the wrong case. This is for the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and mine is iPhone 17. So we're gonna move on to the next case without wasting any more time. Next up, we got the Torras case. Now, I've been hearing a lot online about these cases, Instagram ads, even YouTube, even a lot of influencers, tech influencers are promoting Torras and ESR, which we will look at in a moment. But let's just take it out, and this is their, I don't know what the model number is. It just says stand case. I ordered a bunch, so I'm not too sure. I'll put all the links in the description of the video. It's just so if anybody wants to buy, you can. All right. Wow. Okay. This looks pretty good. So we're gonna put this aside, and this is their silicone case with the stand thing. So the material is pretty nice. This was 63 Canadian dollars. So at that point, you might as well buy an Apple case, but it doesn't have this stand thing, which I'm sure you can appreciate, because you know it turns, it twists, you can, you know, stand it up, you can put it like that. So I think that's a pretty neat idea. Let's just put it back for the moment. Nothing sharp on the inside, very soft material. Let's just take the iPhone, pristine condition, and just gonna pop it in the case. There we go. All right. See, the edge on the protector was a little bit, you know, a millimeter here and a millimeter here smaller than the actual screen. But what that helped with was it allowed the lip of the case to rest easy on the side edge. This looks pretty good if you ask me. The orange on orange, the combination is pretty good, and especially considering you can just take it out, and this is your stand. You can stand it up like this, and if you want to watch a movie with a friend, you can do it like this. Pretty neat, pretty nice, even though I'm not too sure how long this mechanism will last. It looks fragile. I mean, it's sturdy. It's a mix of aluminum and plastic, but I'm not sure how long it'll last. But it looks pretty neat, and the case is comfortable. All your buttons are easily accessible, very tactile. The vibrate button, the volume up, volume down, and you have this touch bar for the camera controls. Now it actually works. So if I double tap, I can go to my camera app and I can select the zoom slider from here. That is pretty cool. So all of these features are working as if it was not in the case. I appreciate that. We're gonna move on to the next one. So I'm gonna pop it off. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward, and we're just gonna put this one aside. Now let's move on to the next one. Now this is by ESR, another brand that the social media influencers are talking about. So I was like, okay, might as well give this a shot. Cut the seal open, put the knife back, open the case up. All right, there we go. So this one is a black silicone case. We're gonna take it out of the packaging, and nothing else in the packaging, just a QR code and some paperwork nobody needs. So we're just gonna put this aside. Here we go. All right, so look at this one. This is silicone on the outside, same deal. You have a magnet just so all your MagSafe accessories can easily connect. On the inside, it's feltish material, and then on the top, on the camera plateau, you have plastic. Not a big fan of it because it's just scratchy plastic, but as long as you don't, I mean, it's not gonna rub against it, it's just gonna rest on it. So I think it should be okay. And one good feature with this one, this thing comes out as a kickstand. So with this one as well, you can set it down, or you can set it down this way. So both ways you can enjoy a movie or make a video or whatever you want. So we're just gonna plop the camera in, the phone. All right, so this is very nicely covered. You have a nice little lip. You can slam it on the table, and on the back, whoopsie daisy, we're gonna set our thingamajig. I'm just gonna put it like that, but look at that. So you have your orange camera rings shining through the black plastic, and then the case itself is completely black. It's a different type of look, but if you're not somebody who likes, like, you got an orange phone but you just don't always want to look at it, so you can keep it like this. This way you know it's orange, but you also have a nice stealthy black look, and it's not in your face all the time. Same deal, you can stand it up, but this time you cannot just stand it up like this. You're gonna have to stand it up like that. I don't know how useful is that gonna be, because some apps don't support 180-degree turn, but anywho, the buttons, they feel tactile. Volume up, volume down. Yeah, the previous case has better buttons, but of course it was much more expensive. This was $27. That one was $62. So of course it is showing. But let's look at the camera controls. So they do have a button, like a made up button on top, and if we click it, double click, the camera opens, and then again the touch feature is working. I must say it's a little finicky compared to the other one, so the price difference actually does make a difference here, but still it's working fine. Not as nicely as the other one, but still, yeah, it's working fine. The buttons are all good. It's good material. This is the only bit that is plastic, but then again, it's not rubbing against anything, and you get to peep at your orange iPhone 17 Pro. We're gonna move on to the next one. Let's just pop it out. Oh my God, I gotta really push it out of the way. Yeah, this is I don't have much to work with here. That is not the easiest case to work your phone out of. Okay, finally got it out. We're gonna put it aside. We're gonna clean the camera real quick. Just wipe it down because I have my fingerprints all over it. Make it look pristine, make it beautiful again. All right, put it down, and then move on to the next one. This is, what is this? This is the Make the Case. I don't know what that is. Let's open it up and find out. Okay, I think this is one of those generic brands. Oh yeah, this is called Elegoo or Elego, I don't know, even though it doesn't say it on the case. This is what the Amazon listing said. They have a little cutout and they have a little foam, nothing too fancy, but let's look at it. So this is again soft silicone, very nice material. The buttons look nice, and then again you have a thingamajig for your camera controls. Inside it's all felt, all very nice and smooth, and you have a big cutout for the camera. So we're just gonna plop the phone in, slides in pretty nice, and there you go. So you'll, even though this one shows your bezel just a tiny bit, if you can see it, if the camera picks it up, it just shows your bezel just a little bit, but I'm not too mad about it. The back looks really nice, so I think that's a pretty good look. If you're rocking this phone, this orange color, the contrast, it settles it down, but it also makes it pop. So you know it's orange, but it's not too much in your face orange. But I think this is a very nice look. Doesn't have any stand, doesn't have any magnetic ring on it, but if you want that executive nice look, look at that, look at that, look at how nice this looks. I think, and the case feels pretty nice. The material is very nice. I believe this was one of the cheaper cases. I think it was about 19 or 18 Canadian dollars, and I think it's a pretty good deal for that amount of money. So we're gonna take this off, move on to the next one. Oh, I actually forgot to give you the camera control check. So let's just see if we have the camera controls working. There we go. And let's see if the touch is working. Yep, there you go. Actually, it works better than the last case. So ESR, even though it was twice the price, it was not as nice material wise. Oops, there's me. So this, in terms of materials, is very, very nice. So we're gonna pop off. Actually, it was easier to get off as well. So I think this is a win case. Alright, without wasting any more time, let's move on to the next one. So this one does have a branding on it. It says Ornarto. I don't know. I thought it was Ontario at first, but no, it's not. We're gonna open it up. Dream Focus Joy, whatever that means. And we're gonna take it out of the packaging. Some paperwork, thank you note, yada yada yada. A kitten. If you want a cat sticker, there you go. I don't know why would you want that, but that's there for you. Take out the foam, get it out of the bag. So okay, yeah, I remember this. So this is again a silicone case, this time in blue. So this is a contrast. This is a really good contrast with the orange, both in your face. But then again, this one I think it was about $15. So not that expensive, soft and smooth. I'm just checking to make sure there's no sharp edges or anything like that on the inside. This one does not have the touch control for the camera, so your own phone control will be exposed, but that's okay because you know you get what you pay for. And there we go. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's nice. Actually, the bezel is, then again, maybe you can make it out. There's a little bit of the bezel, the orange bezel showing on this side, but nothing too dramatic. This side is pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with it. And then if you put it, then again, look at that. Look at that, guys. If this is on your table, I think that looks dope. I think that looks pretty amazing. The orange and the blue, the contrast, it's clean, it's classy, it's still not too much in your face, but it also makes the orange pop. So if you got an orange phone but you still want to be understated, I think this is a good case. It covers up the orange pretty well, but it also makes it pop. And then these are your camera controls, which is, you know, they should work because you're just touching your bare phone. And it's easy access, so as you can see, it's pretty easy for me to control it. So that's pretty good. The buttons are pretty tactile, not as good as the Torras case, but then again, that was a $60+ case. This is $15 or $16. I think that's pretty good. The only complaint I have is this edge, especially on top of this camera. It's pretty flimsy, so even if your hand touches it slightly, it moves it out of place. So other than that, it doesn't move, so that's good. But yeah, a little flex on the USB-C port, but this I don't really like this. I wish they had a little more material here, or maybe covered it so it didn't move that much, but it's okay. Not the worst, not the best, but then again, you pay $15. So we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna take this case off, and put this phone here, give it a little wipe because I keep smudging the camera. I mean, there's no other way for me to take it out of the cases. So we're just gonna clean it up, move it right here. Let's move on to the next one. So we got another Ornarto case. Let's see which this one is. Oh, I think this is, I know what this is. This one is the same deal, but in black. Because when I was looking at it, I couldn't decide which one would look better. So I thought, hey, they're not that expensive. I might as well go with both. Same fit, same finish. It's just a different color. I'm gonna put it here. And boom, you have a black and orange looking phone. I think this looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of these cases? Which one is your favorite? So I think this looks pretty good. Then again, we got a little bit of problem with these cases. The edge is a little exposed. I'm sure you can pick it up. If the phone were, let's say, blue, this would have been harder to make out, but because it's popping orange, you can see the line going through all the way. But the good thing is it's even on both sides. The bad thing is it doesn't cover the full metal body. So again, exposed camera controls, same deal. But then again, I do not like this bit because it's flimsy. It keeps moving, so it's not, you know, solidly put in place, and the bezel is not completely covered, but I like the look. Maybe if you can find a better case. I'm just looking at the color combination here, a better silicone case that gives you more protection. I think it's gonna be bomb. So let's just take it off and move on to the next one. This one is again by Torras, so I'm gonna say it's gonna be a good one because then again, these are expensive cases and they're actually better quality so far than the other ones. So let's see, you get a little paperwork. Oh, this is a pretty orange case right there. So this one is a clear frosted back. Same deal with the 360 ring, and then you can have it as a stand. But this one, this is plastic and the side is all rubber. This is not silicone, but I think it looks pretty good. The only problem that I think I have it with this, I just figured it out. This piece, this metal bit, you can actually feel the edge. Yep, you can feel it. You can feel the edge. So not sure long term how bad this will damage the glass on the back, but for the purposes of the video, I'm gonna pop it in. I might not actually keep it in here, but yeah. Oh wow, okay, this is bright. This is like in your face. This is like if you want to double down on the orange factor of the phone, like you're like, I got an orange phone and I'm proud of it. This is the case you get, because you can see it's right there. Even the edges are bright orange, and then the orange is popping from the window here, but then the whole case is actually popping. So this, I think you can put it down. You can do it like this. You can watch a movie, or if you are on a call, you can stand it like that. That's pretty good, I think. And if you just, you know, you can put it back, and this is all magnetized, so all your MagSafe accessories will connect. But this is pretty vibrant. This is like, you know, if you want people to know you got the new iPhone 17 Pro, this is the case you get. And I believe this was 49 Canadian dollars. Yeah, and the camera control, this is white, so it's even more poppier, if that's a word. So if you double tap on it, yep, the control will work fine. And the Torras cases have actually pretty decent touch bar here. I can, yeah, this is definitely better than the other cases, and for good reason. I mean, these are more expensive cases. The material is nice. The only problem I have with this case, as I said, it's this inner bit that, you know, I don't know how well you can hear my fingernail getting caught between the metal and the plastic. Yeah, I don't know long term what effect it will have. I might not keep that, but if you're that type of person and you like this type of case, this one is for you. Pin shrug his shoulder now. All right, move this out of the way. So there you go, guys. These were all the cases that I had for the iPhone 17. We had the black one. I'm just gonna keep putting them here. We had another black one. We had the tannish orange. We had the leather one, which is a shame because it's a really nice looking case, but it's for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. This is the blue one, and this is the beige one. And let's just put the orange one right here. So just gonna move it out of the way, put it right here for you guys to see. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. If you ask me, I like this one the best in terms of the feel of the buttons, the inside material, and the camera controls. I like the way it looks. I like the stand, even though this was not the best like rotating ring, because it just rotates in place. It has clicks here, click here, click here, and click here. The other one, this is like a 360, so when you take it out you can go all the way, so it gives you more, let's say, places to rest it at. Just a different approach, same company, but I did not like that it had this inner edge, the metal edge that can scuff up your glass. So that's that. So this one for me is the winner, but this is also the most expensive, 62 Canadian dollars. For me, the second number goes to this one, even though this is plastic and I did not like it. It's scratchy plastic, but the inside material and the functionality of having a kickstand and the fact that the black looks great on orange, and then you can just see a little bit orange from the rings. I think that's a pretty nice look. And the third place for me